So, welcome back, friends. Various changes have been brought about by the GST Council yesterday. For example, we have the EV cars, the old cars. The new EV cars, as you know, attracts 5% GST. That's a good exemption that is given, and a very small GST rate is given by the center to act as an incentive. However, they decided that as far as the old EV cars are concerned, they decided that 18% on the margin for selling the old and used EVs could be kept. Nirmala Sitharamanji clarified that no GST applies to individuals who are selling old EVs. So you and me selling just our old EVs, if we have any, then there is no GST. But the registered dealers or platforms who are selling the refurbished cars, they will incur 18% GST on the margin. Okay, that means the rate at which they buy and then they sell. And then on that only 18% GST will be there, which is okay. I think that is fair amount and fairly considerate on the part of Nirmala ji. And that's understandable. There is another provision regarding no GST on the gift voucher transactions. So if on the occasion of Christmas, which is coming close, or New Year, you send me a gift voucher, no GST is to be levied. And thanks to you in advance for that. I was just joking. And third is that there is no GST or on the penal charges which are levied and collected by the banks and NBFCs from the borrowers. As you know that if you miss an installment and there is some, or if you pay less than the amount that you're required to pay by the due date, then there is a hefty penalty which banks levy on you. On a credit card transactions. Sometimes it can go as much as 36%. I wish something like what Donald Trump is about to introduce in the United States applies in India as well. He's going to cap the amount that the banks and NBFCs will be charging in the United States to 10%. In India, it can go up to 36% and even beyond. Now, there was a question of whether on these penal charges there should be GST. Now they have announced that there will be no GST on that, which I think makes sense. The latest bone of contention pertains to the popcorn that you and I can have in the cinema halls if we go to one. I have not gone since many years, but should you decide to go and have a popcorn, then Nirmala Sitharamanji says that there would be 5% GST on the ready-to-eat popcorn mixed with salt and spices if it is sold loose. However, if it is pre-packaged and labeled, let's say I am standing at the popcorn instead of eating because I have not been to the cinema hall. But let us say I get into the business of making popcorn in a cinema hall and giving it to you. Then if I pre-package it and if I label it as my firm's name, Global Money Investor, and sell it to you, then there will be GST rate of 12%. So just like the namkeens at present. And there is, of course, finally, different treatment for the added sugar, and if it is caramelized popcorn, then it will attract 13% GST. Well, friends, I think this has attracted a lot of attention, and many people don't seem to be happy, especially those who like to eat their caramelized popcorn. Friends, as far as the market this week is concerned, yes, they look to be oversold, and some amount of rebound is in the offing. The question is how durable that can be. The thing that does come uppermost in your mind is that there's a huge supply of paper that's going on in the primary market in India. Even like you hear of many companies like LG, like a French company recently, all want to get listed in India to take advantage of the favorable climate. And yes, whenever there is an oversupply of paper, as we saw many times in the past as well, that can lead to trepidation, that can lead to fall in the stock market values. Be cautious. This could be one of the central themes of 2025. And yes, to get to know where the markets are headed, whether the rebound that could be expected, because there are too many shorts in the system. So even if a little bit of a positivity enters, it can lead to massive short covering. But I probably this may not be as durable as most people anticipate. To get to know where the markets are headed from here and what is the outlook 2025, particularly for those who are interested in 1 week in advance predictions, do join our premium value group. We have a very good offer during the Christmas and New Year holidays, and do take advantage. You can WhatsApp us on 982-086-1044. Happy investing. Take care. Bye-bye.